Dear learners, I am happy to discuss about the physical interpretation of the curl of a vector. If we make a cross multiplication of a vector A by the vector differential operator del, then the result del cross A is called the curl of the vector A. That is, curl A, it means del cross A, that is, it is written in a determinant form I, J, K, del by del X, del by del Y, del by del Z, and AX, AY, AZ. It is a vector. Let us consider a body moving in a plane and in a circular path with a constant velocity omega. The circular path has the center at O prime. Omega is directed along a normal to the plane of the motion. O be the origin and the body is at a point P at a certain instant. Then OP will be the position vector of the point P at that instant. The magnitude of the linear velocity v is equal to twice pi x divided by t. T is the period of motion. Twice pi by t is the angular velocity omega. Then we can write omega x. If the position vector r makes an angle theta with the angular velocity, with the direction of the angular velocity, then r by x by r equal to sine theta and x equal to r sine theta. Therefore, omega r sine theta. The magnitude of the linear velocity is omega r sine theta. In a vector form, it is vector v, linear velocity vector v equal to omega cross r. It can be written in a determinant form I, J, K, omega x, omega y, omega z, x, y, z. Which is equal to I into omega y z minus omega z y. plus j into minus j into minus j into omega xz minus omega zx plus k into omega x y minus omega yx. Now the curl of V, that is curl V. V is the linear velocity, which is del cross V. It can be written in a determinant form. Determinant of I in the first row is I, J, K. And in the second row, del by del x, del by del y, and del by del z. And third row, in the third row, the components of velocity vector v, vx, vy, and vz. Vx, here is the Vx, V equal to this, and this is Vx. So we can write here omega yz minus omega zy. And Vy is minus omega xz minus omega xz minus omega zx. And Vz is omega xy minus omega yx, which is equal to I into del by del y omega xy minus omega yx minus del by del z minus that is plus omega xz minus omega zx. Next, minus j into del by del x omega xy minus omega yx minus del by del z omega yz minus omega zy plus k into del by del x minus omega xz plus omega zx minus del by del y omega yz del by del y omega yz minus omega z y which is equal to I omega x, this is 0, plus omega x minus j minus omega y minus omega y minus omega y plus k omega z plus omega z that is 2 omega xi plus 2 omega yj plus 2 omega zk equal to 2 is common, omega xi plus omega yj plus omega zk, which is the vector omega, that is 2 vector omega. The ultimate result of the curl of V, del cross V, is twice omega. Omega is the angular velocity. It means that V is a rotating vector. Every instant the direction of V is changing. So V is a rotating vector. That is curl V. It indicates that the vector is rotating. If the curl of a vector is non-zero, then we may say that the vector is rotatory vector. If it is a null vector, that is 0, then the vector A will be irrotational. Thank you.